What's good? Katie 360. Welcome to the Foreplay Podcast. Well, this is the first episode, so before we actually do anything, we might as well introduce some of us, right? Because not everybody's here. Because getting everyone here at the same time is too hard. Too hard. Anyways, go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Or
I'm Keeler. I just play video games and stuff. Sometimes I do videos. So that's basically it.
He's a streamer now.
Yeah, I stream sometimes.
all right,
Memo.
all right. Well, what's going on, guys? My name is Memba. I also stream sometimes. As of recently, I've been streaming a whole bunch of Zelda games for celebrate the release of Breath of the Wild. It's coming out in like a month now, and I have a YouTube channel where I upload various things, but I've been inconsistent as of lately, so I haven't really been uploading stuff besides stream archives. But yeah, I play a lot of stuff too, and I'm here for the podcast. I thought it would be super fun to do, so why not?
Yeah, our YouTube channels and stuff will be in the description. We'll probably have our we'll probably have this on SoundCloud and iTunes as well as YouTube. And since it's probably much easier to get them on SoundCloud and iTunes, the things will probably be there first. But anyways, I guess we'll explain the format in which we'll do these podcasts. Pretty much, we'll talk about big three first. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo in whatever order based on importance, and then we'll talk about other stuff like PC and like multi-platform games and stuff or anything related to the game industry. So, anyways, I guess we could start with Nintendo since they've been making the most noise lately because their Switch is about to come out next month. So I guess we could start with Smash Brothers selling more on the 3DS than on the Wii U. Is anybody actually surprised by this?
No,
Um, Not really because it came out first on 3DS.
Yeah,
So it
and,
makes sense that it would sell more.
and plus the 3DS has a much larger install base than the Wii U does. They have
Yeah.
like 65 million people, and the Wii U only has like 13 million. Like,
Mhm.
thing was a flop. Like, why are people actually surprised? Well, I'm surprised it was even on the 3DS in the first place, but
Yeah, that
yes.
was really surprising. I guess they might have done that for just in case the Wii U version flopped. Just as a safety net of
yeah, probably.
in case option A doesn't work, we still have option B. And I feel like that's probably why they did it.
Mhm.
Like looking back at it, that's probably why. But when it first was coming out, it was a big deal. Like the first Smash Bros. Official Smash Brothers game that you could take on the go, and it did really well on 3DS. So I'm not really that surprised that it sold more than the Wii U version.
I don't like playing the 3DS version though. It kills my hand, and it breaks that thumbstick
Circle
thing.
pad.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
circle
circle
pad.
pad.
My thing is actually has fallen off, and I had to glue it back on there by like multiple times. Yeah, they only hold that thing up with glue, by the way. That circle pad. I would know because I actually destroyed that thing like 2 or 3 times.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
I
So
never ruined mine because I kind of was just an on and off Smash 3DS player,
God,
so I never destroyed mine.
I think mine broke on the first day I got the game. I was like, "Are you serious?"
nice.
Oh, damn.
My God.
The thing is though about this topic, how the 3DS version of Smash sold way more than the Wii U. It's like also at the same time, like people have to realize that the casual audience for Smash is way larger than like the competitive audience. So most people that played it on the Wii U were probably like people that that were going to tournaments or whatever, or were like actually trying to improving certain like aspects of the game, and you know what I mean. So like people playing like Smash 3DS, it makes sense. Like one, the game came out what like a couple months before the Wii U
Yeah.
came out like
Yeah.
in October, and the Wii U one came out like sometime in December. So
Yeah.
people wanted to get their hands on the game like as soon as possible. Like if you guys remember when the game came out, people were like, or like before the game came out, people were like freaking out over. I'm pretty sure people bought like a 3DS just to play the demo like itself when that came
Yeah.
out. Like it was huge. Just even just for it, you know, coming out on 3DS. But yeah, like 3DS audience like way bigger. Like the Wii U Wii U sales were like shit. So it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, what I'm more surprised about is that there isn't for 3DS. Like there isn't like that many tournaments for 3DS anymore. It's mainly just console. And that surprises me that there isn't any big 3DS ones because of how much the install base is compared to Wii U.
One of the reasons for that is because of the interference that would happen if everybody tried to connect locally in one area.
Mm.
Yeah.
If they did do them, they would have to do them online, and I'm pretty sure people wouldn't like that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's also another reason why a lot of people use GameCube controllers at a tournament, just because like the more like wireless controllers you use, like the more like interference it can cause.
Yeah, that's not good for the game.
It really isn't.
Moving on, analysts claim the Nintendo Switch will sell 40 million units by 2020. Well, the thing is that that's not as bold as Nintendo's prediction themselves. Kimishima thinks this thing is gonna sell like the Wii and sell 100 million. Like, didn't they say the Wii U was gonna sell 100 million and then it tanked?
It only sold like what 14 million,
Yeah. They
13.
didn't sell
13.
Yeah.
as much as they wish it would have.
No, nowhere near
It's
as
because they
much.
didn't market it properly. Like
Yeah,
let's
like,
be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, like there's no marketing. There's garbage launch.
Mm-hmm.
And no third party support over the timer. Like it just sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Hold on.
Well, yeah.
companies
I don't know. I
get-
feel like the Switch can outsell the Wii U, obviously, because of how well they've been marketing it
yeah.
and like how just unique the idea is of the Switch.
Yeah, did
or
you see
it's
that
the-
Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah, it's
for
so
the
good.
for the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty
it's really
good. I was impressed.
Yeah,
with
it's. I'm just so happy that the Switch is actually getting marketed the right way, and they're actually showing like this is what it does. You take this off and this, and you can plug it into this and this to do that or whatever, you know. And they even handholded us during their conference to say exactly what the buttons did and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was like really surprised that they were being that cautious this time of like this is the A button.
Oh my goodness.
This is where the NFC reader is in the controller or whatever. So you could put your amiibo here. This is a captured button which takes pictures right now but later can take videos. But I think that's a Venus flytrap method right there.
So
Instantly copywriting stuff.
So from what I saw, so you need 2 sets of Joy-Cons to play ARMS? Like two
It's
players?
Yeah,
because like you have to use both the left and right Joy-Con
Yeah.
to play
Yeah.
like for like one player because you're using both your arms.
So pretty much you have to pay $140 for this game
Yeah.
if you want to play 2 players.
So,
Yeah.
which is
I don't know.
which is
Part of me wants to say that's not really.
I feel like it's
They-
not. I
they
feel like
probably
it's
want
not
a friend to
necessary.
come over. They want a friend to come over
They're,
so you guys
they're
can
just
play ARMS.
they're doing it for the sake of the gimmick of the game, which is
Yeah.
the motion gimmick or whatever.
Yeah, and I completely get that. That it's like, oh, well, you can play split screen on this, which is lacking a lot lately. But it's cool that Nintendo's still doing it. Yeah, it sucks that you have to shell out another $80 just to get a second player, a left and a right Joy-Con, but at least there is split screen and stuff, and they are trying to make the gimmick work, you know? Otherwise, than just like being like, oh yeah, there's no local multiplayer. It's only online. You know, because then people would be like, oh, come on now. This could totally have been local multiplayer.
I get that, but I still feel like there should be like, you know, an alternative.
Well, yeah, I do too. I think like you should still be able to use like a pro controller or whatever
Yeah.
as a replacement of the second player. But yeah, I do not agree that you have to pay $80 for it. But at the same time, I can defend them just a little bit of saying, well, they are trying to make the gimmick work of saying, hey, these are motion controllers, and hey, the Switch can handle local multiplayer split screen, you know? So I can understand both ways, but it does suck that you have to pay like $80 for another set of Joy-Cons just to play the game local multiplayer.
So if that thing that Trump's trying to do goes through, how much would Joy-Cons cost?
Yeah, 120?
It's it's like a 10%
Then it'd be
thing,
like
right?
100? 90? Like a nine,
Yeah,
like
it'd
90
probably
to
be
100?
$90.
Yeah, it'd be like
Yeah.
around 90.
Like, that's
That'd be
crazy.
We'll talk about that later. That's fucking.
Yeah, that's just a later thing, but
Okay, freaking so okay, I don't agree with this, but Nintendo is thinking about making a successor to the 3DS.
I don't agree with that at all.
well, part of me believes that the 3DS has lived its life because it's been like longer than the DS now, I think.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, well, it depends on like how they market and make, like what's the new one gonna do? Is it gonna actually be a 3DS and plug into your TV? But then that's just a Switch. So like what are they gonna do that's different from the 3DS and not a Switch?
And the thing is, it's like the Switch pretty much it kills the purpose of the 3DS. So it's
Mhm.
like I don't want to bring both of those things with me. I
Yeah.
only want to bring one, and I want to play games on it. That's why I feel like they should have just had freaking 3DS compatibility on the thing, but they were
Mhm.
probably like, we have dedicated fans who will buy both of these things. So let's just try and make another 3DS because people will go and buy it in droves.
Plus,
Yeah.
it uses damn cartridges too. So why not? Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
But then
get
the
it.
argument can be like the shape of the cartridge doesn't fit the Switch. Like I can see that, but yeah, I don't understand why they need a completely new, like a new 3DS, because they technically have a new 3DS.
They do.
It's called the new 3DS.
Exactly.
Like,
They-
what's the
they
point
need
of
to
making
get-
a successor when they just made a new 3DS and new 3DS XL?
What's the successor not come with a recharger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Like, I don't understand why they didn't do that. That's so dumb.
Because their excuse was, "Oh, you already have one," and
No.
so if you didn't, they want you to pay extra.
Yeah, it's so dumb. But like the only way, like me thinking about this right now, how a 3DS successor could potentially work, is like if they make it a phone. Like if they straight up make it like a phone that pairs with the Switch, and then you can use it for voice functionality on the Switch and all that. But then it's also like you get Fire Emblem Heroes, you get Super Mario Run, and all that other stuff, and you get way better. Like you get more stuff for it basically, and it's like exclusive. But I don't think they would be able to do that because they are just now getting into mobile stuff, like phone mobile stuff, not handheld. But
Mhm.
I don't know. Like that's the only way I can really see like a 3DS successor working, is if it was like a phone. Then it would justify why you would have it with you all the time,
Yeah.
because it would replace your phone. It would act as your phone and a gaming console. But I don't know. Like it's so weird to like think of a 3DS successor when there's a Switch.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
like the Switch just defeats the purpose of it. but-
Yeah. But like if they turned it into a phone, I would be more okay with it.
Like imagine
I
if
don't
like
think I would
we
do
had
that.
we had like a Sony Switch. You could play you could play like PS, you could play PlayStation 4 games on the go, or like some garbage. You play
Mhm.
AAA PlayStation games on the go, and then they come out with like the PS Vita 2.
Yeah,
It's
like a
come
Vita
on,
2 could make
try
sense
this.
because Sony doesn't have that Switch thing, you know. But if they were gonna make like a Vita 2, they'd have to actually do things for it.
The thing is, like, if they did have like something like the Switch, people would probably be like, "Why aren't you just making games for the for the Sony Switch? We could take
Mhm.
that anywhere. Like, why do we
Yeah.
need a Vita too?" It's
Yeah.
like but it's Nintendo. I feel like fans are probably they're just gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah. In like, yeah, this whole like news of like there's gonna be a 3DS successor or whatever, it doesn't make sense to me at all because there is a Switch and they're trying so hard to get away from standard console gaming with this that they could totally just make the Switch the 3DS 2. They could have totally named it the 3DS 2 or whatever, and it would still be doing. I think if they called this a 3DS, like another like DS title thing, I think it would sell way more than just Switch.
Yeah, they could have.
But I understand why it's called Switch too.
They could have called it like the 3DS Switch or something. That would have been
Yeah.
cool, and be like, yeah, this is a home console that
Yeah.
also acts as a handheld. Like that
Yeah.
would have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is Member there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Oh, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I feel like what was that? I feel like the fact that like just the I don't know. I agree with you. I agree with both of you guys, and I feel like just having another 3DS like portable console is not necessary, just for the fact that we have a Switch now. Hey, here's this home console that we can carry. You can carry literally anywhere you want, and you can play your games anywhere you want now. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how like a new 3DS or like another version of the 3DS anymore. Here's your 3DS that you have now. Now here's a Nintendo Switch. You can go play your 3DS games and your Switch now. But now like I don't know. I just think that like the Switch should just have 3DS compatibility. After that, like we should all be fine. Like there you go.
I think Nintendo's just getting greedy or something. I don't know what's up with them.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
On to other news. So I feel like this next one makes sense. Then fans are complaining that the launch of the Nintendo Switch is weak, just like the Wii U's launch was. And I'm looking at a list right now. So on launch, we're getting 1-2 Switch, Binding of Isaac, Just Dance 2017, Human Resource Machine, I Am Setsuna, Breath of the Wild, Little Inferno, Skylanders Imaginators, Super Bomberman R, and World of Goo. And I'm pretty sure people buying the Switch only really want Zelda,
Mm.
and they don't really want any of these other games. Maybe besides like Arms and 1-2 Switch, because you know Nintendo's been hyping those up.
Arms isn't even a launch title, is it?
Oh, Arms isn't a launch title. Oh my god, I just realized
Yeah,
that.
that's not even to be dated yet. I don't think. Or no, it comes out in the spring.
All right.
It comes out sometime in the spring, and these games are March 3rd, which is like a couple weeks before spring starts. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, as someone that's actually excited for like if some of these games that's coming out later this year, this I was gonna get a Switch. I was thinking of getting a Switch like day one, and then after going through like the launch games, I think we talked about this earlier. After going through the launch games,
Yeah.
I was just I realized like it's not gonna be worth. It's not gonna be worth buying a Switch just for one game that I'm gonna get until the summer, which is Breath of the Wild. And when E3 came out, I pre-ordered that game in a heartbeat. So, and I was kind of contemplating whether I was gonna get the game on the Switch or the Wii U, like cancel my pre-order on the Wii U and get it on the Switch. And I was thinking is there really that much of a difference between the two between the two games on the two consoles? And there really isn't. So like that's the only reason I'm getting this. That's the only reason I would get a Switch right now is just for Breath of the Wild. But like I said, I'm not spending $360 just to play one game. You know, like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. Other people might, but it's not worth it to me. I'll wait until I actually have a game to play, or two games to play later this year, to actually get a Switch, so that I actually have like I'm not like I don't feel like I'm wasting my money.
yeah, I'm not getting a Switch till Splatoon 2 comes out. By the way, why is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Why is that coming out in April?
That should be a launch.
Yeah,
That should be a launch. Like, what else do you have to add besides maybe a couple new characters and like new tracks and maybe some new carts and like parts for your carts like on wheels and gliders? Like, come on now. Like, really? What else do you have to do? What else are you gonna add? Are you gonna add a game mode too? Like, to be honest, it shouldn't be that much. Like, that should be Mario Kart 8 should be a launch game. Like, on top of it, I feel like I wouldn't even come. Speaking of Mario Kart 8, I wouldn't even have been upset if we didn't even get a Mario Kart for the Wii U.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have just been left on the Switch.
Even Skyrim's not a launch title.
Nope.
Freaking Street Fighter 2's not a launch title. Rayman Legend, like
Let's-
these games that are ports are not.
Minecraft's not a launch title.
Disgaea is not a launch title. Xenoverse 2. Like, what is Nintendo doing?
I have no clue. Like, all these games should be a launch title, especially Ultra Street Fighter 2 and Rayman Legends and like Minecraft. Like, why is Ultra Street Fighter 2 not a launch title? What else do you have to do besides like just change a couple things? Cause it's not even gonna be it's not even that big of a difference. Like, this lineup
No.
is looking mad weak.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what being a developer is like, but seeing these small changes to games, it like, the job doesn't see that. It doesn't seem that hard. So like, why are these not available at launch? I feel like they should have just pushed the Switch back.
Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
They really should have. Like, no one's. I guess you're gonna be playing 1-2 Switch in Breath of the Wild until the summer.
All right, hold up. I'll be back in a second. Before we continue.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yo, what's going on?
All right, back on topic. The NES Classic sells 1.5 million, and Nintendo apologizes for its shortages. I think they claim that some parts take time to be made, but I think they're doing that artificial shortage strat on purpose to get people hype for their stuff because they're infamous for doing this crap. I don't people believing that Nintendo just keeps doing this by mistake. Like I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know about the shortage in NES Classic, to be honest. Like reading this article was the first time I even like realized
Yeah, I know,
like,
right?
there was a shortage. Like I didn't even know that this thing's only sold 1.5 million. Was there like a was there a
Like I don't think they expected it to sell like. I don't think they expected it to sell like a huge amount, but it's like I didn't realize there were shortages until like one of my family members asked me to get them one, and then I was like, oh, they're sold out. And then Walmart had a thing where they were like, oh, you can buy one from us for $500 because you thought everybody was flipping them because scalpers and stuff.
500? How much does this go for originally? You know,
I think $60.
$60.
Yeah, and so scalpers were buying them, selling them for way more than they're actually worth.
Wow. Oh yeah, I didn't even know about this shortage thing, but yeah, but it's probably just you're probably just making up in this the artificial shortage thing. Like, come on.
Come on, Nintendo, quit doing that. You're pissing off consumers.
They're doing that with the Switch too, right?
Well, we don't know for sure, but like I remember when the Pro controller became available for this thing, it sold out in 15 minutes.
God.
So, like, there could have been low supply on the thing, and they might do artificial shortages with the Switch. I sure hope not, because people would get upset. Go into GameStop, we only have 10 Switches, and I experienced this garbage firsthand on Black Friday. They were like, we only got 2 white new 3DSs and 6 black ones on the Black Friday sale. Freaking scalpers were getting them all over the place. God, it was annoying.
Wow. I can only imagine that.
Freaking Nintendo cut that out. God, and our last piece of Nintendo news. Nintendo Switch's online subscription service may cost less than we expect. Is that so?
Well, let's see. How like Xbox and PS4 charge $60 a year, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, like according to this article, it says
So that's $17 to $26 per year.
yeah, yeah. That's what 2,000 to 3,000 yen translates to here, but like we don't know. They might try to change the price up on us once the Switch come here. Like,
God, if they did, dude, that would suck because this has me excited. It's like I'm tired of paying $60
Mm.
a year for freaking like I've never had Xbox Live besides the free trial thing, but like having to pay my PlayStation Plus subscription like every year is annoying, especially with the incentive gone because the games that they release every month for free are freaking crappy, and now it's just they hold online behind a paywall and they don't even improve their service. It's freaking garbage.
and like also at the same time, you don't want you don't want the servers for the subscription that you're paying for to be trash. Like every time like you're playing the game online, it's it's laggy or you can't connect properly or something like that. Like I never had to pay to play online for I never had to pay to play online for like anything that I played like on PC or like on console. But I could understand why people would be, upset at that, or people would be like, tired of paying to play online, because that's $60. That's $60 a year. Like, and like for a console's like lifespan, which is like what, maybe like 5 or 6 years, something
Yeah.
like that. Like, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of money you're spending just on an online subscription. So,
Yeah.
and plus, if you have multiple consoles that have an online subscription, like if you have an Xbox One and a PS4, that's double that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So like $30, so like $20 to $30 a year, or whatever. That's not bad. Like, that's not bad. I'll take that. I'm still paying to play online, but like that's way better than paying $60 a year. That's like a whole damn game you're paying for, pretty much, for the whole
Yeah,
year.
if they have the audacity to charge us for online, it better be freaking cheaper than the competition, because like it's probably gonna be one of the things that turns people away, especially since once again there's no Ethernet port on the freaking Switch, and I don't understand why Nintendo does not include an Ethernet port. They're just like, why don't you go buy an external adapter? They're probably thinking we're gonna
It's
buy
been
theirs, but like,
it's
no,
been
I'm not gonna buy yours. I'm gonna buy someone else's.
it's been 10 years and still no damn Ethernet port. The
Yeah,
Wii came out in 2006, I
yeah.
believe, and we still don't get an Ethernet port.
Like,
Like
come
like
on, Nintendo.
like seriously. Like, and also if their online subscription is cheaper than PS4 and Xbox One, or just Microsoft and Sony's online subscription, then that would be more of an incentive to, just get a Switch compared to the other consoles. That would do well for them. That would be more of a reason for people to buy a Switch. Like, oh, I only have to pay what, like $20 for a yearly subscription? Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Like, that's a step. That's another step in the right direction.
Yeah. And Nintendo, do your customers right. $30 a year for online, because I don't feel like paying 60. But I want to play Splatoon 2. I'm probably just gonna, if it is 60, I'm probably just gonna get one of their little 3-month things if that's an option, because I'm just gonna be playing Splatoon.
Yeah. There's an online free trial, right, until like a certain time this year, to like
Yeah,
play games
until the
online,
fall.
till the fall.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, waiting for a Smash 4 to be announced on the Switch, and then for them to announce that the Wii U servers are being shut down.
Oh yeah, that's like, oh my god. I've already talked about this on my stream. I talked about this like so
Yeah.
many times. I don't want Smash for the Switch unless they're compensating for people that already own the game.
Yeah, but knowing developers, chances are we probably won't get compensated. Oh my God.
Probably not.
They'll add like 2 new characters and they'll be like, it's worth $60, don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, nah, fam. And if they do add a new character or whatever, that's gonna be the version to play,
Mhm.
and it might not have GameCube controller support, etc., etc. Like, yeah, I don't want that. But anyways, on to PlayStation news. I don't know why this wasn't a thing at launch, but the new PS4 update adds external hard drive support. Like, what? It's like, even the Wii U had that at launch. You're telling me the PS4 didn't have external hard drive support at launch?
That's right.
So hard drives up to 8 terabytes are compatible, but Jesus, custom wallpapers will also be added as part of the update, so you can set your favorite in-game screenshot as the background. Okay,
Cool.
man.
Can you import wallpapers from your computer or whatever and put them on there? That'd be cool.
From what I'm seeing, I'm not sure.
That'd be cool, but like,
But
isn't this is don't some people get to test out this update? Don't like certain people get to test out this 4.5 update for the PS4?
I think
I
I'm
think
not
there was
100%
I
sure.
think I read that somewhere on GameSpot, but I'm not too sure. But like, yeah, like external hard drive support should have been a thing already, especially like, especially in this day and age. Like, why would you not?
Yeah, it's like you're the winning console, Sony, and you're behind when it comes to hardware support. Come on now. But let's see. PlayStation Plus for this month. So for the PS4, you can get Little Big Planet 3, Ninja Senki DX, Not a Hero, which according to Keeler is pretty good. Star Wall and Torque L something.
Torkel.
Yeah, Torque. For the PS3, you get Anna Extended Edition and Star Wall. For Vita, you get Ninja Senki DX and Torque L. So I only really care about Little Big Planet 3 personally, but if Not a Hero is good, I guess I'll try it out. Because I think Keeler's PlayStation Plus just ran out, and I don't think Pinstripe even cares about Little Big Planet, even though that's something we could play for the channel. But yeah, I don't know if he would actually want to or not. In other news, Nier Automata has gone gold, and if it's like albums, I think that means 500,000 people pre-ordered the game.
That's good.
Let me just double check.
It's
Like,
one of the more anticipated games of this year.
yeah, I love the demo for this game, and I'm happy that it's coming out to PC soon.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming out after the PS4 launch,
Yeah,
which I'll be able to play either way. I still don't know. I mean, I want to get a PS4, but I still don't know when exactly I'm gonna get it. Gonna be able to get it, and it's made and like if you guys didn't know already, Nier Automata is made by Platinum Games, which has made the Amazing 2 Bayonetta games and made Wonderful 101.
yeah.
So if you like either of those two games, I'm sure you'll enjoy this.
Shout out to Scalebound for getting canceled.
God, dude. Freaking
Microsoft is better for gamers.
Phil Spencer was like, the game's cancellation is better for Xbox gamers. Like how?
They just couldn't run it on the Xbox One, and they're not gonna make it exclusive to the Scorpio, because they're like freaking like no Xbox gamer will get left behind, and that's probably gonna be why the Scorpio isn't gonna be that much of a success, because they won't be able to utilize all of its power, because they said if they can't get it to run on both platforms, then the game's just not happening. And I think that was a dumb idea. Like, eventually they're gonna have to make Scorpio exclusive games to give people incentive to purchase it. Like,
Seriously.
they pretty much dug a hole for themselves. Good job. But why are we talking about Microsoft? Let's get back to Sony. So the PS4 Pro is getting a boost mode. Don't expect it to double your frame rate though. I don't, because it's a console.
What exactly is this boost mode?
I guess the boost mode is for games that don't have like PS4 Pro specific support yet, and I guess it makes the frame rates more stable or something, and makes the game look better.
So like for a game like The Last Guardian, that kind of has a choppy frame rate on the. Oh wait, no. Well, no, on the PS4 Pro, that game runs better actually, right?
Yeah, it runs at a stable 30 on the PS4 Pro, and then on the regular PS4 it runs at 25 consistently.
Okay, well, I know with the PS4 Pro they have like issues with like certain games, and there was like issues like with the Pro itself when it got released. So I know that, but I'm not sure which games. I'm not sure which games in particular were the ones that like that didn't really run that well when the Pro came out. So at least there's an update for it that at least allows it to at least allows these games to run better. So that's good.
I feel like they should have just made every developer have PS4 Pro support.
Yeah.
Like freaking Bloodborne didn't get support. So yeah, it's not looking like it's gonna increase your frame rates. If the game's 30, it's still gonna be 30. It's just gonna be able to. The frame rate's gonna be more consistent at 30.
I mean that's better. That's better than it running at 25. So
Yeah,
even though
for
like
sure.
even though 30 is still like whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you gonna do? Especially when they're favoring graphics over frame rate with most of these games.
All right, moving on. Final Fantasy 15 on the PS4 is getting a 60 FPS patch. I don't think I looked at the release date. Let me check that out right now.
But you said Final Fantasy 15 is getting a
Yeah.
60 FPS patch.
Yeah, it's like PS Pro support for 1080p 60 FPS is you gotta have the Pro, or else it's still gonna run at 30 FPS.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
That's actually really crazy. Cause didn't the game run like didn't the game ran at 30, but like it kind of dropped sometimes, right? In like certain
Yeah.
part, yeah. Like that's crazy. That's actually a huge step up. That's gonna make the game look way better, and it's gonna make it look like way more enjoyable to play.
it better be at a consistent 60. It can't be
Yeah.
dropping in the 40 or 30 frames per second.
Yeah, in that case, that would just be awful.
Yeah. Like Square Enix better do this right, and this is what the Pro support should be being used for. If a game's at 30, they need to be getting the frame rate changed to 60.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at this article real quick because I'm actually interested.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what else? It's a 1080p 60 FPS update, time limited quest, and you get a level cap raise to 120. I don't know what the previous level capacity was.
Probably like 99 or something.
Yeah, it'll be possible to use a music player while riding in a chocobo. Okay, I still haven't gotten a chance to play
Wait,
this game.
did you say you'll get a chance to use the music player when riding on a chocobo?
Yeah, I guess in the game
What?
you get like handheld music player or something like that.
What the heck?
I'm about to look at this video real quick. It doesn't show it in 60 FPS. Never mind.
Oh really?
No, that doesn't.
Damn.
Rip. All right. So that's what I wanted to look at. But okay. Well, I mean that's cool. It's good that Square is still supporting this game, you know. And they're actually doing something with the frame rate. 'Cause I really feel like RPGs should be 60. Especially like action RPGs like this. I honestly feel like action RPGs should be 60 FPS. It'll make the game look so good.
Developers make your game 60 frames per second. To hell with all this 4K nonsense.
Yeah, seriously,
Freaking-
4K is even necessary right now.
Yeah. The 4K on the PS4 Pro isn't even real.
Yeah, it's
But-
upscale.
Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't even upscale to 4K. Sometimes it upscales to 1440. But freaking. But you know, 4K is still 4K. You know, according to these console fans. But you know, it's only 4K if it's native, not this upscaled garbage. But we're done with Sony news. Moving on to Xbox news. Couldn't really find that much. So, the new Xbox One controller colors were revealed. I know it's weird talking about controllers. What are the colors we got?
Got like this kind of like this neon blue and black controller.
Yeah, that looks nice. And then the other one is like a white camo thing. They're priced at $70 each.
Yo, can I talk about the prices for controllers real quick? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
have you seen the price of the Elite controllers? Free, I think it's
how much?
150.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just because it's like the scuff controllers where you can like take each component of the controller out and replace it with a different one.
I want to say this right now. I feel like in terms of like all controllers, I feel like controllers should not cost more than 80. Like regular controllers, like take a DualShock 4 controller, like just a regular PlayStation 4 controller or a regular Xbox One controller. I feel like how much of those cost? Like 50, right? Are they 50?
Controllers, the PlayStation 4 controllers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 50, I
I
think.
feel like controllers shouldn't be more than like 40.
It was funny because like when the 7th generation happened, I couldn't fathom paying more than like $20 or $30 from a controller. And I saw the PS3 controller like $60.
Why are you paying as much? Why are you paying the price of a game for a controller when it's just a controller? Like, first of all, games shouldn't even be $60, especially now. No, games should not be $60. But you have your price of controllers like 50, 60, 70, 80 for like these special controllers. 100. How much did you say the Elite one was? Like 150?
150.
Like
Yeah,
Jesus. Like come on, man.
that's more than a scuff, I think.
That's buying 2 brand new games plus more.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Are you serious?
man. I could go on a big spree on G2A with that money.
Exactly. G2A, G2A is the goat for that.
Yeah, man. In other news, Fallout Shelter launches on Xbox One next week.
Isn't this just something to like manage your trophies or whatever? Like, what does it do?
I don't even remember. I think you just do some stuff in a vault. But this game has already been out for like a while. I
The
think
Fallout
on
Shelter?
mobile. Yeah. I think on like mobile or something. So I don't know if people are gonna get into this or
Oh, it's a spin-off game.
yeah.
I thought it was something. I thought it was like an add-on to like Fallout 4 or something.
Nah. If only Keeler was here, he knew a lot more about Fallout Shelter than we do, because I don't play it, and I just played Fallout 4, but I haven't played it in so long because I burned out on the game. Felt like the gameplay was just kind of like it gets boring after a while.
I'm gonna look at it real quick. Hold on.
As overseer.
Oh God.
Gameplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at gameplay real quick.
I got you.
I'm gonna mute it though, just because we're in the podcast and it's gonna pick up my audio. So
Yeah, all I remember is that it's a mobile game. Don't remember what exactly you do in it. All right. Oh,
it looks
speaking
like
of Fallout 4
Sims.
Oh my god, dude. It does. Sims Fallout Edition. Oh, your vault has been invaded by freaking giant bugs and ghouls. Speaking of Fallout 4, I think a texture pack upgrade was released for the PS4 or the PS4 Pro, I think, and the PC versions of Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition. But get this right, you need 58 gigabytes
Oh,
to put this on your game.
oh God.
Just for one update. This is completely ridiculous. Like, oh my god, how many, that's like 2 current gen games. That's like, How many last gen games is that? That's like that's I feel like 10 or a little bit less. That's disgusting. These 500 gig. Oh wait, no, the PS4 Pro is a terabyte. But like, come on now, come on, it's ridiculous. Especially
58
since
gigabytes.
peop, especially since people like me have data caps now. Freaking
Yeah, seriously.
1 terabyte of freaking like, come on.
Imagine how long it's gonna take for people to download, especially with people that only use Wi-Fi
Yeah, dude,
and not a Wi-Fi
that's gonna
connect.
be a nightmare.
That's gonna take them
Like,
like days.
yeah. It's like I'm lucky that's probably gonna take me like an hour or two, but for most people, that's gonna take like a whole night. Or if
Crazy.
maybe, man, I remember when I had CenturyLink. Oh my God, I think it took me like a whole day to download a game once, and it was like a last gen game. Imagine, oh my God, imagine downloading a current gen game on that garbage internet.
Lord.
Jesus.
That's crazy, dude. But I
That-
will say one thing positive, yo. This visual upgrade looks pretty damn good
Oh, are you looking at the upgrade for Final Fantasy or for Fallout?
for Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Looks pretty damn good.
Oh, there's footage on there. Let me
There's
look at
this
that.
one picture on the
Oh yeah,
link.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, that does look pretty good.
It says, hold on, let me read this article real quick. It says you should have either a GeForce GTX 1080 or a Radeon RX 490 if you want to use this, apparently.
Oh, they said you should have a 1080 if you
Yeah.
want to use it.
Or for you AMD users, RX 490.
I got you. I got a 980 Ti, close enough. But that's freaking huge.
58 gigabytes. For what? Like, why is a texture upgrade that big?
I know, right?
What did you do? Whatever. Alright, what's next?
All right. So, Nino Kuni 2 is coming to PC.
Dude,
That's pretty neat considering the first one did not come to PC.
bro, the first one was great. Ni no Kuni 1 was a great game. So,
I know, right?
and I'm glad that they, released a sequel to the game. Even though I haven't been able to get my hands on the sequel, but like Ni no Kuni like in general is just like a really good looking game.
I don't think the sequel's actually out yet, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I don't know when it comes out. I don't know when it comes out, but it's coming.
Yeah.
So what does it say? It says
It just says it's scheduled to be released for PS4, but it doesn't say when.
okay, so it's just PS4 and PC.
Yeah.
It would make sense because the first one was only on PS3.
Yeah. So can't wait for that. Can't wait to play that game in that beautiful 60 frames.
I
don't know if it'll be on PS4, but I'm getting that PC version.
all you RPG fans should go pick that up too. That's probably gonna be one of the best games you'll play this year.
Okay, so I didn't put the article for it in here, but I think something about Final Fantasy 15 being teased on PC.
No, oh, Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
What? Are you serious?
let me look this
I'm
up.
about to grab that.
Okay, I see rumors. Yeah, someone at Square Enix teased a PC version.
Oh snap!
Let me see.
I wonder where they got that from.
Yeah, apparently it could be released next year on PC.
I'll probably have a PS4 by then. Anyway, which is funny.
I
But-
know, right?
Like, but I mean, if it's coming to PC, I might as well grab it because I did want to play Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. I bet that would look amazing on
Oh
PC.
yeah, dude, it's gonna it'll look fantastic. Especially
Jesus.
with that 60 FPS update,
Yeah,
dude.
that, that's gonna be a godsend.
Holy crap!
God.
It better be
And
true.
God, let's get to our juiciest piece of news. So, people have discovered some very bad things about GameStop.
If it wasn't
So,
bad enough,
yeah, they've got this special Circle of Life program, which pretty much it pressures employees to meet certain sales quotas
for like
for,
used games, right?
yeah, like that's one of them. They also have, I think they also have sales quotas for pre-orders too. I think there's like 4 different things, but the main focus is used games, and if they don't meet their quotas, people get laid off. And pretty much it's gotten so bad that employees have pretty much been forced to lie to you and say that there aren't any brand new copies of a game in stock. So they can get you to buy a used copy so they can meet their quotas. Like, that's crazy. It's like when you threaten an employee like that, man, like you're killing their moral. You really think they're gonna want to do that for you when you treat them like that? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's even yeah. It even says on here like they feel like they have to like lie to the customers on their job. Like
Yeah.
that.
Like, this is what happens when this is what happens when freaking companies are losing. Usually the employees pay for the company for that company screw up, and it sucks. Oh, except with the case of Nintendo, I remember Iwata, he cut his pay in like half just so people wouldn't get laid off at Nintendo. That was nice of him, but then you got pieces of garbage like GameStop. It's like, I don't care. Quotas need to be met. You gotta sell this much. You gotta sell this much. Freaking like give people incentive to buy games used. Don't you get a full refund if you buy a used game within, or don't you get 7 days to get a full refund off of it?
I believe
You
so.
could you could probably beat the game and then just return it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Freaking, it's like, come on, GameStop, just give us more incentive to buy used games and stop screwing over your employees. Like,
Like
come
like
on. Now.
like it even says right here like apparently they were able to talk to some assistant managers or whatever, and it
Uh,
says like according to the source like they're absolutely right about having to lie to guests or customers. And this guy says he worked 2 jobs until he hit assistant store manager for his GameStop
hmm
because like they didn't pay him enough to support his family. And then he said shortly after he received a promotion and quit his job, they roll out the COL and they effectively tell us we're used car salesmen, which is a leadership term previously used as a negative to describe attempting to sell someone something that they don't need. So like so it's like that's just ridiculous. Like all they have to do is just like give us more of an incentive to get used games, and then we'll be fine. But like they had to sit here and like lie to us because one like if they feel like they have to or else they're gonna lose their job. So it's
So what
re-
happened?
so it's really
GameStop.
like it's really just like the higher ups at GameStop
Yeah.
that's just
Like,
doing this to them.
this is what happens when you treat, your customers and your employees like crap. It's like people want to trade in used games. You barely give them that much money for them, and then you sell them for like a way higher markup than what you accepted it for, and can like freaking not taking freaking games back unless a person opens them. Like, come on now. And then has anybody heard the ultimate GameStop rant by Silent Rob? If you haven't, you need to go listen to that, man. He's got some insane stories about the GameStop that he's worked at. Like some of the stuff you won't even believe happened at a GameStop. It's that crazy. Oh my gosh, man. GameStop, and yeah, I can also see why they one reason why they're losing because like people are starting to order more games and stuff online, and mobile gaming is like making its way in, and GameStop's trying to get a piece of that, but it's just not working, and they're probably losing out on a lot of money, and we may see GameStop die in the future.
Yeah. I don't.
Remember, weren't they a lot better when they were EB games?
They
From
were.
what I hear?
They were. They were. I believe they were a lot better when they were EB games. Once they switched to GameStop, things. Sorry, I was stretching. Things started getting crazy. So I don't know, man. They need to change. They need to change up.
Yeah. They probably don't know what the heck they're gonna do. The higher ups, yeah, they probably don't even care because at the end of the day, if the company fails, they still get a ton of money and then they just bounce.
Yeah.
So that they're not the ones that are gonna end up homeless or anything. So they're just interested about what ends up in their pocket, or they're interested in what's in their pocket. But that's GameStop, so we'll probably see him die. I don't know. I give it, I don't know, 5 years might not be enough. I don't think that's too soon, but I feel like that may not be enough. But regardless, they need to get their act together because competition's coming in, competition's taking over. They better fix their act. Anyways, that concludes the Foreplay podcast. Sorry everybody wasn't here. Keeler left in the middle of the thing. As I said before, we will have this on SoundCloud and iTunes, and we'll make sure to do a better job with this thing when the second episode comes around in March. We'll be doing these once a month. Anyways, this has been KD360 and Black Mage Member, if he's still there.
Yo, what's good? I'm still here.
And yeah, see you guys.
Bye.